This is Casey from Android Central, and we're looking at the Palm Pre and the Palm Pixie today. We have Dieter from PreCentral.net.
Howdy, howdy.
Telling us how it goes. So this is the Pre.
Yep.
This is a slider device.
Yes, sir.
And this is the Pixie, which is more
candy bars.
Okay, it's a candy bar.
Yep.
All right, we'll take a look at the Pre. They're both on Sprint, right?
Yep, they're only on Sprint right now, which is a kind of a tragedy.
Okay, so the thing about the Pre is it looks good. It feels good, and it's nice and small.
Yeah, it's really small in the hand.
All right, so then if you fire this up, what are we looking at right now?
We're looking at a couple things. We've got an application screen open. This is Preware, which you use to hack the Pre. And we've got a notification down at the bottom. And so if we want to ignore that notification, we can ignore those emails and continue with our app. And it'll just sit down there and we can go look at it. So in that way, it's a lot like Android.
Okay.
The one thing that's different,
you get a whole bunch of notifications stacked. On Android,
is this Pre or is this something totally that you hacked in?
No, this is a standard Pre app, and it's an app that helps you add multiple applications to it. But so with Android, you have to get rid of clear them all at once. With the webOS, you clear them one at a time, so you can just slide them away to get rid of them.
Oh, that's pretty convenient actually.
Yeah. Although if you get like 50 of them, it's a pain. You gotta slide.
So then, is this a home button or is it?
Sort of, yeah. You go ahead and hit it, and instead of going home, what it does is it takes you into card view.
Okay.
So there's no home. So
there's no real home screen, right?
Yeah, we don't get widgets,
Okay.
So instead, what we get is card view. So these are all the open applications that we have right now, and then to close an application, you just swipe it away.
So these are applications that are open and running.
Right.
So this is multitasking, like in your face, kind of, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Where with Android,
yeah,
multitasking stuff might eventually close in the background.
Yeah, but it's not front and center.
Right.
Yeah.
This is front and center. It tells you you've got stuff running.
Okay. So then, how would you just open an app?
Well, we've got a launch bar down here, or you can you can do a quick swipe up, and then these are all of your applications.
Oh, so this is this also touched? What is this?
Yeah, it's called the gesture area, and so in addition to letting you swipe up into the screen, when you're actually in an application, so say we go to a web page.
Everything's pretty about this.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's really fun to play with and to swipe around and stuff.
Everything looks good.
Yeah, it's a capacitive screen.
Like rounded corners. And
so what the other thing about the gesture area is, so say you're looking at a web page or
we're in the browser right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so there's actually Android's got a back button, so the Pre has a back gesture.
Oh, really?
Like
and then this would be forward?
No. Well, sometimes it's forward. On the web browser, it's forward.
But not always, right?
Not always.
But this is always back.
That's always back.
Can we start here and go back?
Yep.
Oh, so if you go back all the way, it works?
Yeah, you can. There's a setting to make that switch applications with a full swipe, but I usually don't do that. It's easier to go into card view.
And then the only way to get out is the home screen, or is there other ways to?
No, that's it. The only way to get out of a card is to go into card view by hitting that center button.
Okay.
And then you can.
Oh, so then you could just grab it where... Oh.
Yeah, so those are your favorite apps, and what's nice about that is...
These you can change, right?
Yeah, you can change them, of course. If you're inside an application, you can always grab that bar, which is pretty neat.
So then, the Pre... we don't have this on Android, this kind of form factor.
No, I love this form factor.
Yeah, it's pretty... It makes sense. You get a fairly big screen and a keyboard, so you don't have to turn it like this. Does it have a...
some apps will go landscape, so the web browser will go landscape.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know why we got a blank screen. I must have stopped it when I was trying to load something.
And then we'll get back to the Pre.
Sure.
But then this is the Pixie.
Yep, it's their low-end device. They stripped out Wi-Fi and put a slower processor in it, but in exchange for that, you get a really thin device.
Oh, so this doesn't have Wi-Fi, but it really is really small. And then flash camera.
Yep, it's a 2-megapixel on the Pixie, 3 on the Pre.
And this doesn't have the...
It has a center button. It's just...
It does?
It's a touch button.
Oh.
So if you turn it on with the power switch on top...
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little funky. There.
Eek.
Now, see, the Pixie is a little slower, so sometimes...
Oh, there we go.
And then you can grab that lock icon.
Grab the lock icon, drag
it up. And there you go.
Oh, the screen is...
The screen is smaller, and it's also not quite as bright.
Oh, wow, it's significantly smaller.
Yeah, this is 320 by 480, and on the Pixie it's 320 by 400.
Oh, okay.
And in practice, it doesn't really bother me that much since everything in webOS is based on HTML. It resizes pretty easily to a smaller screen.
So then if I go here, and then you could just tap it. Oh, so it does have a.
Yep.
And then the gesture area is the same.
Yep. The back button works the exact same way, or back gesture.
How do you like? So the problem with this is it doesn't have Wi-Fi. It's a little bit slower.
Exactly.
And a smaller screen.
Yeah. Those are the 3 problems. And if you take one of those away, you know, I'd feel a lot better about it. But I think most people are going to want to go with the Pre because it's only $50 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, the Pixie's got a great form factor, and the keyboard is really good on the Pixie.
Yeah, it is actually. Is it the same size, or just did they make it better?
It's not the same size, but it's flatter and it's clickier, so it's a little bit easier to use.
So then, obviously, the biggest selling point on the webOS is multitasking, right?
It's a few things. It's multitasking. There's this thing they do universal search, where it's kind of like search on Droid, although it's not quite as good. It doesn't quite search as many things as quickly. But really, when you're in card view, you can just start typing. So if I want to call you, I just start typing your name.
Right now, I'm in card view, right? This is card view. So
you were to start typing Casey. It'll search for Casey.
Oh, wow.
And say we don't actually want to find a Casey, we want to do a web search. It'll let you search all this stuff on the web.
Oh, that's nice. You could search more than just
it searches,
what's on your device.
Universal Search searches contacts and apps.
Can you add stuff to the search?
You can if you hack it.
Oh, if you hack it.
Yeah.
There's a pretty big hacking community.
Yeah, there's a really huge community that's around patching stuff, and they're also really just engaged and smart. And so, you know, the fact that I've got battery percent instead of a meter is a hack. When I end a call, I can close the slider on the Pre to hang up, which is a hack. But you know.
So if I exit, it'll automatically stay open. Like it doesn't close on you if you ever exit.
No, it doesn't close, so it'll stay open in the background.
And only closes when you tell. How many what's a reasonable amount before you start seeing sluggish performance?
It depends on how intensive. Like if you've got Google Maps or Sprint Navigation open, you're not going to get more than 5 or 6 cards. You know, you can get 10, 12 and feel pretty good about it. On the Pixie, you know, cut that number in half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's about
the battery just drops 5%.
They may have just updated.
Oh, okay.
One big thing on the webOS is there's always this menu up here.
Oh, there's something
where
up
you
here.
Are. And so you can always toggle Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and choose a Bluetooth and Wi-Fi network no matter where you are. You don't have to go hunting into the settings.
Because I thought it was cool on Android. There's widgets where you could do that, but now this is always on. You could always bring it up, right?
Exactly. And I like it a little bit better than the widget because, well, I mean, if we turn it on, you can actually pick your network right from this menu. Which is pretty neat.
So it's all within. How would you exit this then?
No, you just swipe it down again and make it go away.
Can you go back?
Yep.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So anything else is there, that makes Pre,
I think we covered the big points, honestly. I mean, we haven't mentioned a lot of downsides. You know, it gets a little bit slow. And
do you feel like there's
as many apps
a hitch when you? How would you slide it up?
Honestly, you just don't be afraid of it.
Oh, okay. So the app situation is growing?
There's about 500.
Oh, okay,
a little over 500 right now, plus homebrew apps, about 300 of those. So you're looking at a little less than 1,000 apps right now.
Okay, and where is the app store? So I would go here.
Yeah, so there's the official app catalog there.
All these icons look very pretty.
They'll fire it up. Launch there, you can start to see there's a little bit of the sluggishness.
So is this like the menu? There's a menu up here?
Yep, there's a menu. It's just like the menu on Droid. Oh. You got it. You got it.
Yeah, there we go.
So it's a little hard to reach for, but it's there, and every app has got at least some menu options.
Oh, that's nice. And this is the App Store.
Yep. The app catalog.
Is it still in beta or something?
Yes, it's still in beta, and it probably will be for a while.
Okay. Does it support paid applications? What do you use to pay?
You use PayPal.
Oh, PayPal?
Yep.
Okay. And then, is there desktop syncing? We're kind of lacking that in Android.
Yeah, we're lacking it too. Palm, they did all this. They made it sync with iTunes,
right?
And then Apple broke it, and then they fixed it, and then Apple broke it. And so right now there's no desktop syncing. When you plug it in, it's got 8 gigs of onboard storage and no memory card.
So then
you plug it in, you can go into USB mode, and you can drag and drop stuff.
So then with installing applications, you can install all into all 8 gigabytes, right?
No.
No?
No, we have an app limit right now, just
really?
like Droid does. Theoretically, it's supposed to go away soon. That's the rumor. But right now, just like Android, we run into an app limit that's pretty tough.
Oh.
But that's supposed to get fixed.